Well, this week, Mono County Sheriff's Office has new leadership. Sheriff Coroner Ingrid Braun was sworn in during the Mono County Board of Supervisors meeting on Tuesday as the 25th sheriff to serve the citizens and visitors of Mono County. Sheriff Ingrid Braun was born in Los Angeles in 1967, raised in La Crescenta, graduating from Crescenta Valley High School in 1985. Ingrid Braun attended UC Berkeley and graduated in 1989 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in political science. She began her career in law enforcement with the Los Angeles Police Department in 1989. Ingrid met her husband, Michael, also an LAPD officer, in 1991, and they married in 1993. Ingrid Braun rose through the ranks at the LAPD, attaining the ranks of police officer, detective trainee, detective supervisor, and lieutenant. Sheriff Braun worked assignments in patrol investigations, internal affairs, gang and narcotics enforcement, and administration. Now, in 2011, Ingrid and Mike Braun chose to retire from the LAPD to escape to Mono County, where they have been homeowners in Mammoth Lake since 1997. Ingrid and Mike Braun are passionate about living in the Eastern Sierra, and they enjoy all it has to offer, according to a nice press release from the Mono County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Braun is a competitive alpine ski racer, cross-country skier, cyclist, both road and mountain bikes, as well as a hiker and outdoor enthusiast. Said newly sworn-in Sheriff Ingrid Braun, quote, "I am honored and humbled to be selected by the people of Mono County to lead the Sheriff's Office." Now also, Mono County swore in newly elected officials Assessor Barry Beck, as well as Sheriff Coroner Braun, District Attorney Tim Kendall, Supervisor Larry Johnston, re-elected, as well as Supervisor Stacy Corliss. The Honorable Stan Eller performed their oath of office. And in Inyo County, elected officials and re-elected officials took oath to uphold the law and serve the community. Bill Lutz enters his third term as Inyo County Sheriff, and longtime employee of the Inyo County Sheriff's Office, Jeff Hollowell, was sworn in by Sheriff Lutz as the new undersheriff. Jeff Hollowell began with the Inyo County Sheriff's Office in 1987 as a reserve deputy. Prior to that, he served in the United States Marine Corps as a member of the military police. 1988, Hollowell was hired as a full-time sheriff's deputy, and since then he has held positions of resident deputy in Big Pine, patrol deputy, drug task force agent and commander, detective, support services lieutenant, and operations lieutenant. Also being sworn in, Inyo County officials, Superior Court Judge Brian Lamb, Superintendent of Schools Terrence K. McIntyre, Supervisor 1st District Jan Tothero, Supervisor 3rd District Rick Pucci, Assessor Dave Stottlemyre, Auditor Amy Shepard, Coroner Leon B. Bruni, Clerk Recorder Cammie Foote, as well as District Attorney Thomas L. Hardy and Public Administrator Patricia Barton, as well as Sheriff Bill Lutz and Treasurer Tax Collector Alicia McMurtry. And Al Davis will be sworn in tonight as the new police chief at the Mammoth Town Council meeting, and we're going to be finishing with Sierra Wave Media's interview with outgoing and retiring Mammoth Lakes Police Chief Dan Watson.
You know, it's funny, I've been doing this for 41 years, and so I know a lot of people I've worked with have retired, and they virtually all say the same thing. You don't miss the job, you miss the people. And you know, Mammoth really embraced my wife and me, and not just the police department, but the whole community. And we've made great friends here. I work with some really fun, great people, and I'm going to miss spending time every day sitting in the squad room and just talking to the guys about what's going on. So, you know, it's a natural transition, but it's gonna leave a hole that's going to be tough to fill. Well, I've already spent a fair amount of time with them, and I will continue to. You know, anytime there's a transition, it's important that the outgoing leader of an organization spend time with a new one. I think he's going to be an absolute great fit. He's very familiar with Mammoth. He's been coming up here for years. He's both a winter and summer sports guy. He skis. He hikes. He backpacks. Mammoth is going to be a great fit for him personally. He's a real easygoing, normal guy. I already know because he spent time with all the officers. He's going to fit in well here with them. They're going to like and respect working for him. He's clearly going to be involved in the community, and I think, you know, to meet him, you're going to like him, and you're going to respect him. So I think the town manager made a really good choice in picking Al Davis as chief. Well, he'll bring a fresh set of eyes. I came in here and I was given some responsibilities by the town manager to work on, and we focused on that. And there's a bunch of other things that I've tried to change and work on. And I've kind of run my course. It's absolutely the right time for me to leave, and he's going to come in with a different background, a different set of experiences than I had, and he no doubt is going to take the department and fine-tune it in a different direction. He'll focus on things that I didn't while I was working on other things. I think I'm leaving him a department that's in good shape, but there's no doubt in my mind he's going to make it better. And I think change in leadership in organizations is good. It's how organizations grow, because if someone stays too long, they can become stale. The department can become stale. And we're at the time where some fresh blood coming in, I think, is going to be real healthy for the police department. Parting thoughts. I think the town is in a really good position right now. As I said before, we hit some really dark days a couple of years ago, and when it happened, I told the members of the department, I said, we're at the bottom of the hole. It's not going to get any worse. We have to figure out how to climb out. It's going to take time, but it's going to get better, and it has gotten better. Hopefully we'll get some good snow this year, and the snow will continue to come. But I think as the revenue stream increases, the town's in a good position to expand and provide better services. I think the current council is focused on bringing other types of industry and people into the town so that we can focus on not being strictly a ski resort. And of course, for a long time, the town has worked on that. Summertime, we have more and more events that bring more and more people into town. And I think it's been the last 4 years, each year that we've had a record-setting summer when it comes to visitation. But I think tourism is only part of what we should be doing. We are a great community. It's a great place to raise families. It's a great lifestyle. It's a healthy lifestyle. So, I think the future is going to be looking at different types of jobs and businesses to bring people to town, so it can be a year-round place for people to live and work. And I think we're heading in that direction. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be worked on. I know. Simple things like covering the ice rink. That's a simple thing. It's expensive, but developing year-round or permanent entertainment venues so that we don't have to rely on places that may or may not be there next year. Those things are all going to be healthy for the town. Getting permanent banquet facilities that that are flexible. Those are all things that I think the future will bring to Mammoth, and it'll be good for the town.
All right, boy, I was lucky enough to meet Dan a couple times. He's a good man. His retirement party this Saturday at Canyon Lodge. Mammoth was very fortunate to have Dan Watson as their police chief. We thank you, sir. We'll be back with more news.